Yeah.
Okay, so
bear with us a little bit because
bear with us.
different.
This is a little bit different than the normal. We've got a board set out just for everybody to have a visual. And in studio we have Chad, who is handling the dog. Chad Roberts. He is handling the dog.
And I guess right now Sam is searching.
Sam is searching, and she's actually being paid because she found him.
She knows which one there is. Okay, kind of explain the board a little bit.
Okay, so the board's a little random. We have different letters, different numbers, and we have, kind of a piping system that we use to hide actual live bed bugs in. Sam's job is to run across the board, and she sniffs, and when she finds bed bugs, as you can see, she's doing a little happy dance. Anytime she finds bed bugs, she does what we refer to as getting paid, and that's being fed.
There she goes with the dance. Okay.
She does a little dance, isn't that cute? Just to give everybody a visual, and we'll have video of this a little bit later. We'll probably send over to you guys. Essentially, this dog, when she sees them, she pats her front paws, sits her butt on the ground, and does a little happy dance.
Now, you've had Sam for how many days?
About 3 weeks. We've had her.
3 weeks, okay.
Yeah, we've had her for 3 weeks, and she's been in real world scenarios. We started with the training board a little bit, but we were told by the trainers, take the training board away. Good dog. We have bed bugs hidden in 8, which is the number deal. When you see the video, you'll kind of see it. But basically, she was trained out of a facility in Kansas called Iron Hearts. They specialize in bomb, drug, mold, bed bug dogs, termite dogs. She's a rat terrier breed, and she's exceptional. I mean, out of all the dogs that we saw there, she's exceptional. And what Chad's doing now is he's switching it up. He's taking the bed bugs out of board 8, and looks like he's putting them in E. And he's kind of taking the dog away from the board so that she can go back on the board. Just to show you, she went right over 8, and she knows that they're not there. And she found them on E.
She knew exactly where they were. Okay. Yeah, this is, we talked about this last month. You were just about, in fact, I think you left a few days after the broadcast last month to go to pick up Sam. But of course, you had to go through some training with her for a few days there.
Right, we went through 3 days of training there. Actually, we got to leave about a half day early. She was doing so well. We walked in, and they do a kind of a mock NESDECA certification, which is a nationally accredited certification. Basically, when you have 2 handlers, the way it went down was they stage a home. They take these vials of bed bugs, which I kind of showed you before we came in, and they stage them around, the trainer's house. One trainer went in, I happened to go in first. There's 3 hides in various areas, and there's distractions and things like that, to kind of throw the dog off. It's to make sure that she is dialed in. Essentially, we went in and we were out in 3 minutes, to give you an idea. That's how well she did. I used my training, she used hers, and Chad's kind of randomly switching up right now just to kind of keep you guys up to date on the play-by-play here. Chad went in, I think Chad was there maybe, 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. It did not take us very long at all to, get this dog dialed in. Now, real world scenario, when we first started taking her into home, she was used to running this board all the time. So when you get these dogs, they're about 90 to 95% trained. They have gone into facilities, but they haven't gone into every single facility. See your dance move? It's awesome.
It's good. It's funny.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that you've used, obviously, since you brought her home.
Yeah, she's helped several customers since we brought her home.
So already successful? Getting the job
response is overwhelming, especially from the hotel community. They're super excited about this. We've taken her out for a few demos. Any hotels that are listening that would like us to do a demo for you, we'd be happy to. There are certain rules we have to follow with the dog. Today's kind of the exception to the rule. Typically, we don't have a whole lot of people in the room, especially myself, with Chad handling. I'm a primary handler, Chad's a secondary handler. And me being in the room is an instant distraction for the dog because Chad runs her differently than I do. It's just his body language is different, my body language is different. And she runs good for both of us. It's just these dogs are just like children. They know what they can get away with one handler and what they can't get away with another handler as far as behavior-wise. But she's very, very motivated. She's very, very food-driven, and we're liking the field results that we're getting. I had one the other day in South County that we did. I would have never found They were so tiny that I would never have been able to find them. I walked her up on a couch and she hit on the top of the couch. When I say hit, that means she signaled me. She has facial expressions. She has a whole. We learned so much being in the short period of time we were in Kansas. We learned so much because these dogs, when she runs over the spot, if you watch her really closely, her breathing changes. She looks at you. She's kind of smiling and she's ready to go. She likes to work. She's really high energy, which I'm not necessarily a really high energy person at 6 o'clock in the morning, but she's ready to go.
Oh, is it? Yeah, that'll help without a doubt. So how many jobs has she done now?
In
3 weeks.
Let's see. Chad's done some hotels with her. She's at least done 1 to 2 a day.
Okay.
At least, and then training at the office. We went and bought a bunch of Goodwill furniture, cut it up. We hide them in areas where we know that they're going to typically be, and that's the key to showing her where she needs to search. You get her through my house, and I have this 2-year-old Logan, and Logan the other night was running after her, yelling, "Sam, Sam, Sam!" And I had a vial hidden in my couch. This dog would jump over my newborn and my wife, jump up on the couch, ignore Logan completely, and tell me, "Hey, this is where they're at. This is where they're at. Now feed me." And she'd get her treat or her kibble or whatever. I just happen to pull out at random out of the food pouch. I love her dance.
Now, is this part of a, as far as like the price package and everything, is this extra to use the dog, or is it just part of
the
everything
inspections?
that you do?
We're trying to do this as fairly as possible.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're offering preventative inspections. We're trying to build her stamina, so we're trying to kind of get our sea legs. We want to build stamina with this dog, and we know that it's going to take time. So we're kind of starting with the hotel, motel community, getting them a program where we inspect. Typically, if we find them and we're awarded the bed bug treatment, then we'll credit a certain portion of the inspection fee to the hotel and motel community. Same with your residential communities. Anytime that see, she hit on it. Chad's kind of randomizing the board.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to be as fair with it as possible. The dog did come at a extraordinary expense for what it was, and it was all the training. The training, the imprinting of the scent. There's all kinds of things that went into what this dog does. So we are charging to bring the dog in. However, we are being very fair about it. If you use us, we do the inspection with the K-9. You're found to have bed bugs. You use our service, then you'll get the inspection feedback toward your bed bug job. But she's also a good preventative too, to take her into a home that, and I've had a couple of these too, where people thought they were being bit by things, and she came out negative.
Maybe it was something else.
Maybe it was something else. Maybe it was fleas. Scabies is a real big thing. And people don't realize that that's kind of. That's kind of what's going on. They just automatically assume. We've had several people that just hit the panic button. Oh my God, I got bed bugs. No, not necessarily. Let's bring the dog in. Well, I know I've got bed bugs. Your dog's wrong. No, it's not. It's very highly trained. As you can see him randomizing this board, this dog is searching that board for the scent. And she just found them again.
Yeah. Every
time she finds them. Now, they have bad days. I mean, dogs are just like human beings. They have bad days.
Mm-hmm.
But her so far, what I've seen out of this particular animal, I am pleased. We were there with a termite dog while we were doing training, and I think she whipped rings around any beagle that they had at that point.
Really? Okay. Any thoughts of bringing in a dog for
already
termites?
In the works.
Yeah. Is it for termites, or is it?
No, not for termites. Okay. Termites are a very limited market, and unfortunately, the way that the market is, we could do it, and I've contemplated it, but you're going to have a very limited market. There's going to be